Morning.
Morning.
Well, what a beautiful day it is. Hopefully, looking at the forecast, we may not get any more full bad days anyway. And hopefully, it's broken again and we're going to have some nice weather for the rest of the holiday.
Nice weather for William and Kate.
Yes, they're here at the moment.
On the island today, visiting Tobermory and then going to Ulva.
I believe so, yes. A place where they used to go.
The chatter on the net around here, my God. Every shop or anything that you go in, it's William and Kate are coming. William and Kate, we know. Yeah.
Rick and Heather are here. Rick and Heather are already here. We're not quite as famous, we admit that. But
YouTube royalty. Believe your own hype. Anyway, you left...
Poppy, obviously.
Yeah, well, Poppy. We left you yesterday at the shipwrecks saying we were going to go for a beer. Sad news, people. The only place you can get a beer around here was the Salen Hotel, and it was shut. Can you believe that? What we did when we drove here yesterday, sort of the last 10 miles of the scenic route, I didn't film it. Yeah, so we thought we'd go on a bike ride for the last sort of 10 miles. There was a waterfall. Heather's made a packed lunch, so we're just going to have a lunch later and see how it goes. All right there, Pops? You can see why I wanted to leave it till today to film some of this. I mean, when I'm filming it from the dashboard of the van, it's a very limited field of view anyway. And it was still a bit grey yesterday as we were driving over. So we knew that it was going to pick up today and definitely be worth coming out and having a look. Yeah, so unfortunately, today is our last day on Mull. Our last full day anyway. We've got the early morning ferry booked tomorrow, 9 AM. So once we've done the bike ride and a bit of admin stuff this afternoon, it'll be getting the van sorted for a departure in the morning. Back on the mainland. It's gone quick. This little waterfall is where we sort of saw yesterday where we stopped filming, didn't we, really,
Yeah.
in the van?
Yeah.
And we said we'd come and have a look at this. So we're going to go and find somewhere to eat our lunch now. We saw a couple of perspective.
Yeah.
Perspective. I always get them two confused.
Prospect. Yeah, perspective.
Prospective sites for eating. And then we think we may risk a ride to Ulva, or at least part of the way. We've hardly used any battery, so what else are we going to do?
Exactly. It's too nice to be inside, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you hungry, Pop?
I think Poppy's hungry, but then again, I've just looked, it's 1:20.
Yeah, she's hungry. So let's tuck in. Tiring work, all that cycling.
So how beautiful is this? Poppy's little head, you probably can't see, but it is so beautiful. I mean, there's a house up here, fancy waking up to that, and there's a waterfall over there. It's just magical. I love the sound of a waterfall, and now I've come closer. That isn't someone's house, it's obviously something probably for the water board or something like that, but it'd still be a great place to live. But yeah, this is beautiful. Look, from the sensible route down to the side of the water, and as you can see, look how clear that is. That's just beautiful.
On the way back then, we're going to go left.
They obviously can't understand single line
No.
passing places.
We've come about, I don't know, 3 miles down,
Yeah, I think so.
something like that. The traffic is just mad. It's just pulling after pulling, and to be honest, we've done about 16 miles.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and we've still got another 4 back to the site.
Which is enough for us.
Yeah, 20 is enough for us, really. So we've decided that going all the way to Ulva is for another visit.
Oh dear, that means we're going to have to come back again.
We'll quickly spin the camera around and show you the other side, because we're now the opposite side to where we've ridden this morning. Mm-hmm. All along there.
So on our way round that bit that Rick's just shown you, we met a lovely gentleman called David, and he was telling us what they were all got their big cameras out for.
Yeah.
And it's for golden eagles, otters, white-tailed eagles, and he was a lovely gentleman, and he told us a few different places that when we come back we could go to. Like I say, we haven't explored, I don't know what, a 20th of,
No.
of the island, and there's just I just want to see more.
Yeah. We will be back. See what we mean about cars? in a bit of a convoy on the way back. Just been speaking to these two guys about the amount of maniac drivers that they've incurred today. They're saying the same as us. It seems to come in fits and starts, but certainly this time of the afternoon it's gone mad. And you get this, people just don't pull in. How hard is it for them to wait until we've got to this? Just coming back into the village of Salen now. If you're in need of fuel, the McDonald's filling station is just as you approach the village. We're just coming back up to the site now. I shall give you a quick site tour on the bike. Let's do this. Okay, Salen Bay campsite. Entrance here. Reception straight in front of you. Facilities block is there. We'll show you that in a bit. There are two sections for camper vans, one to your left, over there. That's called Camp Beag, and then to the right is Camp Mull, which is where we are. Loads of bins. Centre section there is no electric pitches for tents really, and then all these here are electric with water. But you don't have to have the electric. We've paid £24 a night. We chose not to have electric. It's a further £8 if you want your electric. You can go up here and there's a path called Shore Path which takes you all along the side of the Sound of Mull should you want to walk along here. Back at the van. Let's get these bikes put away.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, it's a sad day today.
It is.
We're heading off Mull today.
Yeah, we're going to catch the 10 o'clock ferry from Craignure.
Yeah, we've had 2 lovely nights in Salen Bay campsite.
We have. But
it's a lovely campsite. The views are
we woke up to a lovely view this morning, didn't we?
We did.
We are going to miss Mull, but the Scotland holiday isn't over yet. We've still got a few more days in Scotland before we head home. We've got nowhere booked for tonight because you're never sure if the ferry's going to run. We could never be sure on the weather, etc. Yeah,
it's a good idea. Someone told us.
Yeah. Don't
book your first night back in Scotland or wherever you go as a for sure.
Yeah, so
until you're actually on that ferry.
Yeah, so we've got to go. We've got to do some shopping in Oban anyway. If you've watched the previous videos, my walking boots decided to die ceremoniously on Iona. So we've got to go and find some new walking boots. We've got to do some shopping because there was limited amounts of shops on Mull, certainly where we've been for the last few days. So we need a lot of provisions. So yeah, today's going to be a travelling video, a shopping video, but that'll be on the next one anyway.
And a bit of a wander around.
Which
Oban. We've been to before, but we were just talking about it last night. 6 years since we were in Oban.
Yeah, pre-YouTube.
Yeah, 2019 when we got Lola.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anywho, we're off for the ferry now, so join us on the next one when you see how we get on the biggest ferry journey I've ever done. And
he'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
We'll get you on.
You're right. Poppy's very quiet today. She's sulking this morning. She hasn't had a breakfast.
Yeah, I think she knows that we're heading off Mull and she doesn't want to leave. See you on the next one.
Bye-bye.